Hi, it's me again with Corel Roll Tips and Tricks. This is a tessellation using the clone tool. And I did not come up with this, one of my viewers did. And they even had to send me a couple videos so I got it figured out. And I put some, for help you, and he did it kind of too. I'm going to go slow and so look at this. We move this one. Look what it does to our tessellation. I've got the black dots where the clone control curve is. I'm going to turn that into a curve. And look at that. Now this is the other one. I'm going to go ahead and right click and turn them into a curve. You wouldn't have to. You could have a sharp point. But look at that. No matter where you put it, it tessellates it. Probably wouldn't want to have that sharp point right here, but and then you could individually cut these out after you convert them to a hairline. So with that said, I am going to back up till I get to my polygon, and we're going to create that. It's a little tricky, or at least I found it was. There's some certain steps you got to go through, and I'm going to leave the black dots there, so it just makes it easier when you rotate the items. Polygon tool, hold down the control button and make a polygon. I'm going to make that polygon black, and I'm going to go, matter of fact, I'm going to move it over here. I'm going to go to object, and I'm going to lock it because I don't want it to move. I don't want to be able to move it. So we're going to start with the dotted side, and I'm going to take a 2-point line and go from that node to that node. I'm drawing thicker than I normally draw. Now, you would have to go to edit, clone, and clone, but I made an escape button for mine, but I'm going to put the rotation on there. I'm going to rotate it 120 degrees. Now the other one is this green one with the dot. So I'm going to take a 2-point line and go from that node to that node. I'm going to make it green first. I'm going to hit my escape button that made it a clone. Double click on it, move the rotation there and rotate it 120 degrees. The other one is this one. See, I don't have a line there yet. I'm going to take a 2-point line, go from there to there. I'm going to make it blue, and then I'm going to hit the escape button, which creates it a clone. Move the center rotation there and rotate it 120 degrees. Now, what we need to do is take the non-control curve, make a duplicate and move it over. See, this just says clone curve. Make a duplicate and move it over. Clone curve, duplicate and move it over. Now, we need to take this one or any of them to start with and rotate it back to 0. Whoop, I didn't make a duplicate. So make a duplicate all I'm doing is hitting the plus key and then rotate it to 0. Duplicate, you don't even have to move the center rotation because it's there. Duplicate, I guess you have to double click on it and then go 0. Now at this time, we can group this together, Control G. And if you were doing it for yourself, you'd want to test. But here's the kind of the key that I wasn't following. We need to make a duplicate of this and rotate it 120, well, we need to move the center rotation of there. So you want the red on red or blue on, well, let's do blue on blue. It doesn't matter where you go, but you want the middle of the two blues. And you're going to rotate that 120 degrees and then 120 degrees. So what that did, they put all the blues together. And then when we duplicate this again and put it down here, the reds and the green are together. Then we could just keep duplicating. And if you always grab that sharp point corner, it'll keep going. Once you've done that, you can duplicate a bunch. And that's good enough for the video. I'm really excited about this. This is kind of like a game changer. So then you're going to take your black dotted side, which is your You can't tell it's a control curve until you do it with the pick tool. Oh, I need to do this one. That's the old one. So take this. I'm going to select it all, right click, and turn it into a curve. Look at that. Now, what I should do, back up here, and I'm going to grab it all and I'm going to nudge it down to get rid of my black, which is locked. So let's just go and unlock it and take it away. Now we're going to take our control curve with our shape tool. Well, and then I thought I did this on the other one. No, it is a curve already. Look at that. So that would be this one, this would be this one. Right click, turn it into a curve. And it doesn't have to be a curve, we could do a straight line. This is our control curve right here. We can turn it, right click and turn it into a curve. And then you could, move this one outwardly or move it anywhere you want. That is pretty awesome. I mean, if you want to make a tessellation, and you could move these equal amounts, and I might even make a second video on that to make this look even a little bit different. And then all you would want to do to make this into a cutting of a tessellation would just be to grab everything and turn it into a hairline and turn them all red and cut those out, and you would have a tessellation. And matter of fact, you wouldn't even have to cut them out all out because they're all the same. You could just cut one out and space them out where you won't have double cuts. Anyway, so maybe stay tuned for part 2, and maybe I'll add a little bit to it. So the viewer, subscriber that sent me these videos, I truly appreciate it. Hope that helped. Thank you for watching.